Very good morning. Now we are going to discuss audio notes of a jazz poem. Why do you think the jazz player keeps his head down? The jazz player keeps his head down, bogged down by life's wearies. Why is there pain in each wrinkle on the musician's face? Okay, the musician is a poor black man who has experienced many hardships in the life, and therefore there is a pain in each of his wrinkles. What message does the jazz musician want to convey? The black jazz player wants to convey to the world through the music that God has sent to this earth to teach the black gospel. Black gospel, the poet wants to convey to the world that every man, whether black or white, is a messenger of God. He is no longer a man. He is no longer a man, says the poet in the poem, which George, Zaz's poem too. What does the poet mean by this? The poet convey the idea that an artist can transcend his physical being and free his spirit from the confinement of the flesh. When he plays jazz, he is a free soaring spirit like a bird. The poet wants to highlight the liberating spirit of music. Why does the jazz player keeps his head down? When does he feel like a bird? The jazz player keeps his head down, bogged by life's wearies. He has experienced many hardships in life, and therefore his rough, unshaven face shows pain in each wrinkle. He feels like a bird when he was producer jazz music from his saxophone. Okay, now we are going to discuss about a supplementary reading. Okay, Narayanpur incident. Why were the students marching in the street? Okay, why was it termed uncommon? The students were marching to give a notice to the collector for the British to quit India. It was uncommon because the students walked in a complete silence without any shouts and slogans. Babu and Manju were a bit disappointed with the way students were marching. What was the reason? Babu and Manju expected the students to protest and to be violent, but the students walked in complete silence without any shouts and slogans. What had the police expected about the way of protest? How did the students, a leader, manage the protest? The police expected the students to protest and be violent, but the students walked in a complete silence without any shouts and slogans. What was there in the mysterious parcel? What suspension did the police have about that? The mysterious parcel contained a cyclostyle machine. The police suspected that Mohan and his family were making a copies of Mahatma Gandhi's speech. Why had Patil, the sub-inspector, came to Mohan's house? Who believed him? What was the result? Patil, the sub-inspector, came to Mohan's house to give a warning about the raid. Mohan's mother believed him. As a result, they were saved from being arrested during the raid. What do you think? Is the writer of the incident trying to impress upon the leaders? People wanted to fight against British and get a freedom. Some Indians worked directly and some worked indirectly. Okay, then the second lesson, a great martyr ever cherished. What did the Hanif choose as his mission? What did he do so? Hanif knew that life for him was a short. He wanted to serve the nation. Okay, therefore he joined Indian Army as a soldier as his mission. Life for Hanif in the beginning was never a smooth sail. Why was it so? Hanif lost his father when he was just 8. His mother Hema Aziz had a traveling job. They had to take care of themselves. The absence of mother from home taught the children something. What was that? The absence of mother from home taught the children something that made the children to become very responsible and getting up and getting ready for school without having to tell them. It gave the children a message that one's duty is the most important thing in life. How does the writer describe the introvert Hanif? An introvert, Hanif began to make a friends only by the time he was 14 years of age. He would often go out of his way to help people because that he gave him a certain kind of a joy. Hanif was a young man with a varied talent and interest. How do you say this? A life for Hanif was always okay, ekdam bindas. How do you say this? Okay, extracts from the prose and poetry. Extracts I already discussed with you once again. Okay, we are going to discuss here lesson number 2. There is a girl by a tracks. Okay, these things we are going to discuss in next class. Okay, uh, then extracts related to a hero. Okay, I think these are all extracts are there. These extracts we are going to discuss in next video clip. Okay, a lot of things are there. Okay, these we have to discuss in next class.